Hey everybody, welcome to the Dope and Tape Show, episode 169. We're all traveling. So I have a flight on Thursday, our normal time that we normally go on. I'll be up in the air. So we had to move it on over to Tuesday, our backup day. Bobby's somewhere. I'm up in Rhode Island. We got Tommy. So Bobby's the only one that's not in the Northeast, you know. He left us.
Yeah, I gotta
He
post. I
left
gotta
us.
post. There's important people I gotta post to. Let them know we're live. I am in beautiful,
A
safe
hundred. Hey,
Kentucky.
if you, by the way, pause. Congratulations on 100,000.
Thank you.
100,000
Thank you.
followers on
Appreciate it.
Instagram. That's not easy. You've been working hard on that.
It's true,
So
man.
awesome.
It's crazy to see that number, and appreciate everybody that follows me. Thank you so much.
How many of the
Yeah.
hundred
Well,
thousand are haters?
There's some of them in there, and every now and then I post something to find them and get rid of them, but they're there. There's some sleeper cells. Keep on watching.
so why don't you bring any more to the podcast? We have 1,500
What up,
subscribers on YouTube, and you
Carlos?
have 100,000 on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, I brought
It's not
1,500.
shaking
I brought
up.
1,500. Are you gonna bring anybody?
You brought 1,500. Get out of here, kid.
You like that? Oh,
Bro,
I
hey,
post about it every
what
day.
we were trying to get 1,000, remember? And I was calling everybody. I had Sarah calling people in other
It
countries,
worked.
you
It
know,
worked.
hey, subscribe to
It's like,
this. Yeah,
it's like
we need to hit it tonight.
Felix,
I think my
Bobby,
mom's
Carlos,
were you
still.
on
Florencio.
that night? I wonder if you were on that night.
Tommy's always
I don't
on.
remember.
Tommy's always been on. All right, let me share this so we can get some people in here. Thanks for
I don't
joining
even
us,
get
Tommy.
mad like Marvette. I'll be your side chick. You guys just call me. I'll
Yeah.
come.
Yo, Marvette calls us out.
Yeah, for me, like, everyone loves Marvette. Let's get Marvette on there. She's like, I ain't your backup plan. Oh, it's
She's
awesome.
busy, man.
Meanwhile, me and
She's
Chad are just
busy.
waiting in the bushes, like, yo, is he gonna call you? You gonna call me?
I can't find the video. Oh, I'm trying to share it. I can't find it. Whatever. We're live. There's definitely people. You guys see us?
Wait, you
Do you
just
hear
took a
us?
video that
Are
you
we good?
can't find the video?
No, I'm trying to find the live show that we're on so I can get the link so I can get people directly to it, but it's not. I don't see it on YouTube.
Oh, well.
It's not updating. I took my
You sure
phone
we're
off of the
live? Or we just
hotspot.
talking to ourselves?
I took my yeah no we're live. There's people commenting. I think that they would complain if we weren't. I took the Wi-Fi off of the phone, off of the hotspot, so I could give all the 5G right to Tommy.
Yeah, yeah, me too. So, update, guys. Me and Bobby uh both have hotspots. So
I don't know if I want to touch mine while we're live.
that hotel that Bobby goes to that has terrible Wi-Fi, that's no longer a problem. We just, we want to keep the show going. We don't want to be held back. So,
Yes.
we
And I
all
don't
have
want to be
hotspots.
I don't want to be
Keep
in
this
the
thing going.
airport with just everybody else's Wi-Fi just sharing. I want my own. I want my own Wi-Fi.
Well, the chances of you getting hacked at the airport or on any public Wi-Fi is super high.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want no part of that. Like,
Boom. Let me see this.
guys, if y'all are in public, if you're at the airport, I know this isn't fire protection related, but don't do
Here we go.
connect to your
Here we go.
phone
This is perfect.
or a hotspot.
This is perfect.
Don't do the
It's
public.
always good for
It's
5 minutes of just
sketchy.
gibber. Let people join in. There's only 5 people in here right now, so that's usually why we
Yeah.
in the beginning we're letting people join. Letting people join. We're trying to get more than the 6 people. So now I got the link.
And it's a
Excuse me.
Tuesday,
It's a
so
Tuesday. It's the backup
it's a
day. You guys got to
Tuesday.
be ready.
I did
That's
I
why you
did
got to
get to
hit
see
the
some snow today though,
click here.
guys. My northerners, I got to see some snow. There was
Oh, is it
there
like
was one part
it's
that
like
was
brown snow down in
snow
Rhode Island?
pushed off the. It's pretty dirty. It's pretty dirty because not last Sunday, but the one before, they had snow, sleet, and then rain.
They
So it was
pretend
all
that
like
they pretend that they're
heavy.
New England, but Rhode Island's really I don't know if we consider them New England. They're like the butthole of New England. They're like way down there, like almost like no, you guys are like part of Connecticut.
Well,
Prime time.
all that's here now. I don't want to hate on this place, nice people, but it's just boxy houses, Dunkin' Donuts, and then wrecker services. And that's it.
Records.
That's
That's like
Providence.
rich New York City, basically. If you're rich and you
Boxy
work in New York City, you live in Connecticut.
Yo,
There's
Chad,
Rhode
thank you
Island.
for joining, Chad. Daryl, what
Yeah.
up, Daryl? Oh, Daryl started with "Hey guys." Daryl, I appreciate that. Usually it's like, "I'm gonna steal your idea and make it better." What's the topic of discussion tonight? I don't know, Sheets fam. What do you think? What do you want us to
I
talk
don't know.
about? We got Tommy
Bring
Houde
something
here.
up.
So we are the Dope and
Bring
Tape
something
Show. We're a
up.
live show. We talk to fire protection professionals, from apprentice to business owner to the presidents and chairs of these associations and whoever else wants to come on. Everything in between, and any topic fire related is on the table. We could talk about it. Whatever you want. Ask some questions. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you want to know, if you always want to be in the up and know when we're going to be live, you hit the little bell at the top of the YouTube page. It will always tell you when we're live. When we go live on makeup days like Tuesday, we usually go live at Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. And you comment something, we'll talk about it. He says NFPA link. NFPA link is a really great tool that you should have in your tool belt, in your tool bag.
Oh, for sure. Like when I started in this industry, you would have a bag full of books in your truck. And now I've got a bag full of books in my handheld phone. Where I work is going by 2012 NFPA 25. So you can't just find 2012 laying around. It's right there in NFPA link. It's awesome.
So the best part about NFPA link, for me, in my opinion, is when you go to search something, you don't just get that code, you get all the supporting documents and codes. So then you can really dive deep into it, which you can't do that with just a book, because it's doing the handbook, it's doing other code books, it's doing the annex, it's doing standard code, and then it's all putting it together. You can know it all.
Yeah, and Brian kind of just skimmed over the fact that you can search. So that's something that's new. You can go in and be like, how far can my hangers be? You could search that stuff.
I didn't skim over it.
You did.
I didn't skim over it. I just explained the whole time about the searching part.
Yeah, but it was kind of like that's the best part, is that you can search. Right?
So what? I should have said it twice. So you can search. Oh, by the way, you can search. And now let me tell you about it. Let me make Bobby happy.
Started this week rolling it out to local 696 members, starting with our apprentices. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Teach them early. Yep.
That is cool. So who's paying for that? The local pays for everybody to have access? I love that.
That's incredible.
Honestly,
awesome.
I pay for my own. It's $12 a month. I mean, I spend $12 a month in dumber ways. So
I think I spend $12 a month on CapCut.
I think is it 10 or 12? I don't remember.
It might be 20.
$11.99.
Might be 20 after they took it off and then put it back real quick. I don't know. Need that CapCut though.
So it's all about the details with Bobby too. Huh? Did you notice Bobby showing his horizontal sidewall in the back?
Yep.
Brian's not
just got that right in there. They actually painted around it. They painted this wall. They painted this wall blue, and they never took the plate off, because I went up and looked. You could see that they went around the whole plate. Like, come on, just pull that baby off. Yeah.
Painting won't look like that once Trump's done with ice, man.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Tommy, where are you working at currently, and what is the scope? Girls.
Always. I'm a psychiatric center supervisor, so I handle.
That is such a good job for you.
It's awesome. The shit.
Does any of the people there that you have friends that you're friends with, do you give them nicknames?
So I try to stay away from the patients. The one where I have adult patients, I have to be escorted because it's criminally insane people. So these people are convicted of a crime, but they're too crazy to be in jail. So, the cream of the crop there.
Yeah, in 20 years, I only did that for like a couple weeks in an insane asylum or a psych ward or whatever, and they're just like, they're on the other side of the window, like watching you, like, oh geez.
But we got a little bit of everything. We got sex offenders, then we've got the kids building, and there's a whole building full of sex offenders that have been convicted, served their sentence. But if you're a certain level of sex offender in New York State, you don't go home. You go to this building. They call it civilly confined.
Oh, wow. Well,
that's probably because you'll get messed up in actual prison.
Yeah, keep them locked up. Don't let them out. Yeah, so that's pretty crazy. So what year is that sprinkler system from, mainly?
I have stuff as old as 1900s in there, all the way up to 2024. So.
Damn, yeah. So you got the good like 40s and 50 systems and that
Yep.
old screwed stuff.
Are you doing daily checks, outside your quarterly, semi-annual, annuals? Like, are you doing any other additional inspections that are kind of over and beyond code?
Just monthly. So they have their own safety departments and they do all their own monthly extinguishers. I think daily they're doing fire walks, just walking the building, making sure there's no hazards. So they take a lot of that load off of me, but it's all governed by joint commission, which right now I'm in a joint commission year. So everybody goes crazy when joint commission's coming into the building.
Yep.
And they don't just look at your fire reports. They don't just look at nursing. They look at everything. They pop ceiling tiles and see that all the penetrations are fire caulked. They're just a little insane. Every door, they're checking the hardware on the door, panic hardware. But as far as inspections go, now they'll go through my inspections, make sure everything is there for every quarter. Take a look at the numbers. Why do you have 70 flow switches this time, but you have 68 last time? Where'd those 2 new flow switches come from? Oh. It's like the most intense AHJ interview that you've ever been through.
Yeah, so similar to what I experienced in the hospitals.
Ran by joint commission? Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Is there joint commission? Are they involved in that?
Yep.
Okay. So that's where all that additional stuff. So do you have like a fire alarm command center and its own computer, and then it has the printouts and all the signals and everything, kind of that setup?
All network systems. Okay. So there's 30 buildings on the campus, and they all report back to the monitor room.
Wow.
All by fiber optic
This
wire.
place supposed to be massive.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, those things mess up. So, like the building that they didn't have heat in last year, we get alarms all over the place because the detectors are frosting over, and they think the building's on fire. It's just the detector's frosting over. They never told me they turned the heat off.
Oh, wow. And that's great. Sounds like the island. That's what the
like
island.
Anything else, you check the label. It has temperature ranges on a smoke detector.
Oh, and it can only get so cold?
Yep. Only so cold and only so hot. So only 100 degrees ambient. I had to deal with that the other day. Smoke detector sitting right above a steam pipe. That's a lot more than 100 degrees up there.
So what do? You move it?
That thing just fell apart in my hand when I pulled it out to change it. It just crumbled.
Oh, wow. It's so hot.
That's not good.
Do the football gloves help with finding deficiencies? Chad wants to know.
Oh, that day I was taking my kid to preschool. I get a call frantic. They said they got an 8-inch pipe just dumping water right now. I'm like, I know I got some pipe wrenches in my truck. Let's go do this. So I run over there, and it's just an RPZ dumping. Luckily, by then, they had it shut down. Which, for whatever reason, I don't know why you would ever do this. The maintenance guys grabbed the curb key to shut it down. There's an OSLI right there at the backflow. They grabbed the curb key to shut it down.
Go what you know. Right?
Yeah.
Go what
you it all.
We did it with this thing one time. Great question, Chad. Great question, Chad.
RPZs are pretty easy on a service call. 9 times out of 10, tiny little rocks in that freaking RPZ portion. Clean it out, put it back together, you're good to go.
Take it apart and look at it. We're out here in Kentucky doing some dry heads, dry pendants, dry sidewalls. Working in a
the last dry pendant I went on wasn't even the dry pendant that popped. The pipe above was leaking on it, caused a huge icicle. So they called us and said, "Yo, our sprinkler's leaking."
Were you able to just break the ice off and tighten it?
My boss was freaking out. He's like, "Don't break that ice! Don't break that ice!"
Oh shit!
It's in the parking garage. He's like, "When you drive in, don't hit the ice." You know, that was the first thing on my mind. I was going to drive through the icicle.
Yeah, I would get that ice off of that thing, tighten it in.
I wanted to still.
Oh, that's good. Rhode Island. So where are you going? What are you doing tomorrow? You like doing a tour? You got meetings? What's up in Rhode Island for you? Besides the warehouse.
I got meetings. So I did not set them up, so I don't remember. I don't know the contractors, but yeah, my day's already figured out.
What's your like travel? You go you're like in Rhode Island area, or they send you up to like Mass, or you just that area?
But Well, I went out to Connecticut, so it was like an hour and something drive.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was out there today. Um, and then tomorrow, I'm not sure where we're going, but I think it's another hour drive to get out there. Um, like I said, someone else gets my schedule for
Boom.
this trip, so I didn't make it. Yeah, so
Just a big dog.
I
Hopefully you're going an
go
hour
where they tell
north.
me to.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna go to Boston tomorrow, which would be cool.
It's
I got
about a
a
little more
early
than an
meeting,
hour.
I got a lunch, and then I got a afternoon meeting, and then back home, hopefully by like 4 or 5, some gym time, and then I saw a hot tub, so I'm gonna go and do some studying in Spanish and maybe watch some Narcos in the
Soaking
hot
that
tub
thing.
for bed. Yeah,
Other
man,
than the freezing
solo
issues,
enjoying it.
we got a comment coming in from Carlos, the fire sprinkler guy. Follow him on Instagram. Other than freezing issues, do you guys feel these old systems from the early 1900s are just as reliable as some of the new alarm monitor systems? I'm still a fan of the old systems. The old ones are.
Yep.
Yo, yeah,
I hate when they
freaking
do away with them.
absolutely.
Especially
Well, they
sprinkler.
work. They're just heavy. That's the big thing. Like they work, but they're heavy.
Yeah,
And
but
that's the only
once it's
reason why they
installed,
replaced them
you're not lifting it
to get
up.
lighter. Mm-mm.
It's installed. It's
Once you
working
learn
good.
how to
That's
reset
really
a
the
gem
only
drive
reason.
valve, a gem drive valve is awesome. Just the design of it, thing never trips. Once you learn to reset them, you learn to love them.
That's the thing. Is every valve's different.
I hate Tyco DPV, so I don't know if I'm. Well, I think I could say that now that we're John's control. I hate Tyco DPV.
You can say whatever you want, Tommy. You know what I mean? You have your own opinion. That's okay. I don't mind. I do appreciate an external reset. They're nice. I appreciate it.
See, I hate it for that reason. So inspectors do their annual, just hit that external reset and walk away. Like, nah, dude, you still got to open that up. You still got to take a look in there.
Yeah, from an
Clean it
inspection
out.
standpoint, you better hope they're still opening it. But from just a fitter guy, like
Maintenance and
that thing's
service, yeah.
crispy, kid. Come on, let's put it back on. Boom. No, I like it. I don't know, but I do enjoy like the old. I like the old. You have like the big gulp cup. You gotta like fill the fill cup to get water on top of the clapper. Like those are my old favorite ones.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
those ones. Those are the ones they would hold the best.
Nothing better than a Viking F1 too. I mean,
Woo! My dog. Yes, I love the Viking F1. My favorite.
how many times you been looking for a reset bar in your van? You're like, shit, you gotta find a piece of pipe or something.
Someone took it. Yeah, someone
It was
always
cool.
steals those
So
things.
I got my dad's. So my dad gave it to me when I became on, went on my own, and then I gave it to Alex. So he has like a third generation Viking F1 wrench. So that's
Third
pretty
generation stolen Viking wrench.
The one with the socket on the
cool. Yeah, definitely stolen.
Definitely stole. Those never. They're just like the head wrench. Like you load the head box with head wrenches. The first inspector steals them all.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, 'cause
Carlos, I like
went
the old
into
ones.
a high rise, and they had all these F1s, like 8 of them, and then they had each F1 had a wrench. I was like, bro, you just need one because they're all the other ones that are gonna get stolen. So put those in the maintenance closet.
Yes. Yeah,
And
that's
the old stuff too. I mean, the pride that had to go into that work. I mean, you're looking at 6-inch screwed pipe in some of these places.
Imagine. I'd love to have been a fly in the wall back then. I mean, you're just wrenching on like a
What
6-inch T.
rotating? Yeah, and you
Yeah.
had to rotate that.
What did you have to do?
Wow,
I can't imagine what those guys' arms
Rotate?
look like.
Big, right? Just big
Rotate.
dudes. Rotate. You gotta rotate that.
Yeah.
He says.
Men, you do
I-
spin it. What do you say?
I mean, I don't know. I wrench it on. You could spin it. I don't know. I don't really rotate.
Today on the menu, on the restaurant menu, I saw they were selling grinders. This is
Hell
the
yeah.
first time seeing that.
Really? Steak and
Yeah.
cheese.
Gotta
Steak
get
and cheese
yourself a
grinder.
grinder, kid.
Get yourself a grinder, kid.
I got a
I
healthy
wish
wrap.
like
it
I
was
wish
cool to see it.
I wish Rhode Island was like famous and known for something. I'd be like, yo, go here and grab this, but it's literally the butthole of New England. There's nothing.
Family Guy.
No,
Family Guy. We used to go there for casinos. They were the closest with casinos, but we're allowed to have them now in Massachusetts, so we don't go down there anymore.
right. I don't know of anything here. I don't really do anything.
That's what I'm
So
saying. There's nothing.
I'm like, this is my. Well, I mean, after work, like I get off work, my
Grinder.
hotel. I strategically picked my hotel, so I'm 10 minutes from the gym, and then this Brazilian spot that's incredible. It's just like an old couple that has a Brazilian like hole in the wall, and it feels like home in there, like all homey,
Isn't
like
it
you're in
crazy?
grandma's
Like
house or whatever.
how
And
what
so it's only 3 minutes on the way back, so it's perfect. So
two
that's
ye
what I do. I
two
go to the
years
gym,
ago it
the
was like
Brazilian spot,
a
come back.
2 years ago, kid, it was like a pickup truck and like maybe a coffee, breakfast, couple jobs. Now it's like you got to pick the hotel that's next to the place you like to eat. The shitty spot you got to travel, right?
Right.
I found Derek told me about. I hit up Derek, the guy who ran this job, and asked him like, where's the best place for me to grab lunch? And he's like, you got to go to the Mexican spot over here. And I was like, all right. And they got the California burrito that I like, and it was so good. Like I wish I knew about this place like
Oof.
while we were here for a year. And I got a Mexican
Yeah.
spot that I like in Tennessee too. So that's like it's crazy. I used to be in Boston,
If
know
Eric
know where
isn't here, he'll blow up my spot.
all the
I
breakfast
have my
spots
spots
were.
that I go.
Is Eric here? I think Eric's ditching you tonight, Tommy.
I don't have any work
I
phone this
gotta
week,
say,
Eric.
I think I noticed something on this trip. So like going back to, we were all on the sobriety episode, talking about drinking and drugs and all this other stuff and how we, got out of it and everything. And sometimes like so today at lunch, our customers they were drinking, which is cool. I support it. Have a good time. That's what we're there. I'm all for it. I would almost prefer you to get a drink, loosen up, let's hang out. But like I'm driving. I have two other employees that are coming and riding along, so I didn't drink. But I got a low ball club soda with two limes, and everybody felt like very comfortable. Like I don't think anybody heard me order it. It just came. So then it
Blend in, kid.
looked like
Way
I
down
had
there
something
in
but didn't
the
have
order.
something.
It's blending in, dog.
Yeah,
Do you guys use
yeah. So
articulating boom
I'm
trucks to
gonna do that from
load
now on.
fabbed pipe in the building? That's the way I did it when I was in Boston. That's it. If I was ordering fabricated pipe from a vendor, they were delivering it with a boom truck, not a piggyback fork truck with the silly little wheels that get stuck and he's turning them and No, 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 no. I want the boom truck. Pick the bundle up and put it right on a cart with wheels, and you roll it up to the floor, and it
You
stays
were
bundled
on that
together.
cart with wheels thing.
That's the only way
Yeah,
to
you
do
were a
it if you're
huge
doing a
fan. Are
big
you
job.
still using it,
Well, it's harder
or
with
you just leave it outside
it's harder
now?
with the travel. It's like at the end of the job, what am I gonna do with
Mm.
10 big ass pipe carts? We already have enough shit that we got to take back and travel to the next. Like when we're done with the job, we're going. Everything we bring, we got to take. So the carts are nice, yes, but at
That's
the same
true.
point, we're in a big open warehouse. And I got fork trucks. When I was in the hospital, I didn't have a fork
So
truck. So it's like you kind of it's different. The carts are good in some situations. When I was on a 15-story high rise and I had 10-foot bundles, what else, how else are you going to do it? And I think that most of the industry is going to snip the bundle and have like a 10-person train carry them to wherever they go, and that's just like I just see
yeah,
dollar signs
I
going
was part of
everywhere.
that.
You just have one guy unload the
I
truck
know
onto the
it's funny.
cart, and you have the apprentice bring the cart to the floor it goes. And then when it's ready to be hung, you snip the bundle right there. It's on the cart. And then I would have pipe trees, and then as you organize the pipe, you put each line on its own level of the tree, and then when you go to hang the lines, everything's right there. But that's like high rise tactic. Thank you, Big Country. Appreciate it. Shirley
I guess
Temple's loud and proud. Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't mind a Red Bull.
so. What do you do? What do you do after? All right, so y'all rent or you own a Connex?
Right now it's cheaper to rent it.
Okay, so then y'all just ship it. You package it up with pallets and then
No, no, we rent
ship
it
it
empty,
back,
kid.
or
We
yeah,
rent the
but then you
Connex
put your
empty.
stuff in there
Well, yeah, like I put like
and
the
you put it in a
you
job
put the
site.
you put the
So I'm
pre-action
talking about
valves.
like after you're cleaning up,
Cleaning
right?
up.
You're
Yep,
cleaning up.
yep.
How do you pack up all your stuff
It all goes
and
back in
ship
the
it
it all
out?
goes back in the foreman's truck, and you drive out of there. You should use every. We're not going to send a bunch of extra
Oh,
shit. You should be
okay.
using everything. If there's extra shit, you did something wrong.
So
You
you're
ordered
really
it.
the only one that's flying. So everybody else is driving there, living there. Everything's in the truck,
Everybody flies.
pretty much.
Everybody flies. If you're going when the job ends, the foreman and the crew are going to drive to the next job. But like when the foreman's at that job and he's going on a send home to the other side of the country, he flies home, leaves the truck for number two to take it.
As if I was a single guy, like that sounds fun. That sounds like a fun life for a little while,
Sure.
Who
Yep.
wants a job?
They kind of like hit the
Hit me in the
road.
DMs. I'll hire you. Seriously.
flying
Tommy,
around doing sprinkler, going from different town to different town. Like if you're a single man, like go to work, enjoy, and then when the job's done, see ya. Start over somewhere else.
well, we usually
Sounds
have
fun
like
to me.
so. What we've been doing at the end of the jobs, it's usually like a U-Haul. It's usually like a U-Haul thing. Like so, we'll load a U-Haul with any of the extra spare parts, pipe, anything that doesn't fit on the truck, and then someone's going to drive the U-Haul back to Florida to the shop, and where it will get organized and we'll reuse it.
Okay.
Because if you were to get a Connex, it's hard because you got to have a really, really heavy-duty truck and trailer to tow it if you're going to load it. Usually, you see a Connex box on the road, it's empty unless it's being towed by a semi truck. If you see a Connex box being towed by a pickup,
drag it.
The Mustang will drag it. Yeah,
Mustang will drag it.
I put the Mustang in the box and then just tow it with a power stroke, baby.
So who do you think's gonna draw the short straw and drive the U-Haul?
Isaac
from the West Coast to Florida.
Isaac.
Yeah, he's the guy, huh?
Every time.
He's the man.
Yep. He'd jump on a plane right now if we need him to. It's my boy. Probably. Where you at, Isaac? He's usually watching. Isaac drove the U-Haul from where was he? He was
Tennessee?
Where he was somewhere. He flies to Nashville, where the foreman meets him with the fully loaded U-Haul, and he just comes out of the airport, jumps onto the U-Haul, and drives it to Florida. That was very helpful. Thank you, Isaac. I had a journeyman back in the day when he first started. He had an attachment to the Rigid 300 to thread ready rod because back then the ready rod wasn't threaded. He's been doing it for 40 years. You call it ready rod, Daryl? You don't call it all thread rod? You've been drinking too much maple syrup, brother. Ready rod? Never heard of that. I do know that you had to thread the rod back in the day, but you can get a little... I mean, Chad's the master. Chad will teach you how to thread rod. Tell him how it's done, Chad. We got Chad this little thing from Harbor Freight. Thread him like a bandit, huh, bud? Poor Chad with the fucking stainless steel rod with no thread, and he's got this little. I wonder if Chad's still here. This shit was good.
Round of applause for Chad.
Round of applause for Chad. Yep. Buddy's making he's hand threading. He's hand threading his rods. That's great. Damn it! I should have had the round of applause thing ready. I'm slacking. I don't even know where it is.
Well, you're not in the office, so you get a little pass.
A little pass. All right, appreciate that. Here's the rim shot.
Pass.
I don't know where the clapping is. Oh, it's a slow clap.
So Tommy, all right. So if you're not doing an inspection, you're not doing like daily checks. Like, what are you gonna do tomorrow? Like every day, I'm sure you're on your mind. You're like, all right, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. What does that kind of look like on a day to day?
It changes by the minute. So as soon as I think I got my date planned out, the other facility call and say, hey, we got this broken. We need you to come take care of it. And it could be anything from a trouble on a fire alarm panel to a sprinkler spraying. So got to keep my head right trying to figure out what's going to be next.
You got an office there?
I'll be Yeah, I have an office at both facilities.
Hell yeah, you do. I want some pictures of this thing. What do we got going on there? You got a couch? You got a TV? We got a fridge? We got a coffee machine?
It's full of binders, just binders full of paperwork.
Oh,
I try not to sit in the office because I'm not an office guy. I'll fall asleep.
Oh, well, at least you're honest.
I think it'd be cool to send him a flag if we ever order some more.
I just got they just emailed me a deal. That's why I was gonna get some. I'm all out. Like I gave them all away. This is my only one. I travel with it. It's my baby.
I could bring the flag over to the.
I left a flag. I left a flag like that in a hotel. Like I got to the airport, was like boarding the plane, and I'm like, oh, my flag. I think it was on the headboard. Imagine like the cleaning lady. She's like, what the fuck was going on in here?
Yeah. That was a call for me once at my sex offender building. They took their sheets and they wanted some privacy with their roommate. So they attached the sheets to all the sprinkler heads in the room to section off the room. Then they called me and asked me if I want to take them down. I'm like, hell no. You guys can take those down.
That's risky.
Head, call me.
Yeah.
I'll watch you.
Need that flag. Might be able to make that happen, Florencio. Let me just order a big pack of just these one-sided ones. I think they were cheap.
So that's cool that your company has that contract and it allows you to be there like every day and then like that's your spot and you can learn everything. That's cool. Do you ever get pulled from it for other stuff?
We have a contract there for 10 years, and when we came up on this 10-year one, we just came out of a 20-year one. So it's just a sweetheart contract.
That's pretty cool.
We actually just got a big casino around here doing the same thing. We have a site tech there, 40 hours a week. And that's for the same things, dirty detectors and stuff like that. The casino doesn't want to be down, so.
Oh, I got a little announcement to make.
That's true.
I might have some island content coming tomorrow. Some fresh, new
Hell yeah.
island content. So little Bobby got the call. Little Bobby got the call that he's got to go out there and shut some shit off. And he's like, "Oh, they were gonna originally. He was originally gonna have to go out there alone." I'm like, "No, you got to go out there. You got to like have an apprentice come with you. You can't go alone to the island. You'll literally be the only one out there." And so he's got to go. I said, I know you're not like you were only the camera guy when you were filming me. I said, but I want like vlog style, minute by minute of the whole trip to this goddamn island. You better not miss it. I told
that guy has balls of steel to go out there alone. That's how horror movies start.
I would have went.
Oh hell no!
I was going. I was I mean, I went out there with one other. I went out there with little Bobby. I mean, I don't know. It's him and I out there alone.
Wolves out there walking around.
I'm not scared of the wolves. The wolves are scared of you. I'm scared of like what do you call them? Squatters.
Mystery man.
Squatters.
Yeah.
Like there was people there. Like you could feel it. I could feel when someone's looking at the back of my head and like looking at my back and you're like, who the fuck's looking at you? There's just windows everywhere. Like that's the feeling you have when you're on the island. You're out in like the courtyard and there's just like hundreds of windows and you're just like you feel like you're being watched, whether it's by spirits or squatters. But little Bobby's gonna be the island boy.
A lot of my buildings.
I used to go out there with
the 1840s that are vacant and
haunted.
It's not the ghosts I'm scared of. Well, okay, the ghosts scare me a little bit, but they're squatters, man. People break into anything and sleep there, and they don't want to be disturbed if they're shooting up or whatever else.
Yep. Yeah.
There you go. Tip for the new guys: you're going to a vacant building in a city. Bring somebody with you.
Yeah.
Squatters don't want to be bothered, man.
It could be your little buddy, or it could be a buddy, or it could be your little metal buddy on your hip.
Try to get a big guy, Just try to get a big guy.
Yeah. I'm going strapped, kid. I used to hate it back in the day, and the journeymans would hide the locations of the control valves or low points so no one else would know about it, so they would be job security. When is that happening? My prints show me where to put the valves. I don't know if I could hide them if I wanted to. How's the electrician supposed to wire it, Daryl? What are you guys doing up in Canada?
How do you even hide that?
We had a little bit of that on the service side, so it'd be the same guy that would service that building for 20 years, and he wasn't writing shit.
It would only be a service thing. It couldn't be a new construction.
Yeah, it would be a guy that knew where everything was, and then it's just like the prints were gone. He just never relayed the info. The wheelchairs that moved, the wheelchairs would move. Shit's crazy. The wheelchairs would move. There would always be like...
They would be in a different room?
No, it would just be like on the other side of the hallway. Like in the same orientation, like 5 feet over. Like, so it wasn't just like pushed. It wasn't even like pushed over. It was like... And I remember like coming around the corner and seeing it. And just like looking at little Bobby. And I'm like, that's in a different spot? He's like, yep. All right, keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going, dude. This is scary. Yeah, it was... Oh, just abandoned. Totally just abandoned. Lights on. Every radio on the island is on. So as you're walking through the basement, all of a sudden you hear like, and now, Mix 97.7. You're like, oh. You can like hear it from a distance like someone talking. Like you don't know what the hell's going on. It's like the radio's on.
Yeah.
Or it's just static, full blast. Scary.
That fire truck tripped me out too. It looks like they just like up and left the fire station. Fire truck and all. Just see you later.
They did. Here. Well, because it's there was a fire department, a police, everything was out there, and they originally were going to be boating everybody, keep the island open and boat, but they never did that. That's how it was originally. There was no bridge when the island originally opened for all the crazy people. They would boat people in and out every day. They would just boat them in and out right from Boston. And so then that stopped when they got the bridge. And then they thought they were going to do the boat thing again when they blew the bridge up.
You said that's like an hour boat ride, right?
Well, it was an hour barge ride. I think that if you were on like a real...
Oh, that's right.
Like a real shuttle, it's much faster because you can make it to the Cape in an hour on a real shuttle barge thing. I'll question for 3 of you dudes. 1 item to bring on the island. What are we bringing? Gun.
Yeah. I'm with you. Gun.
Sydney Sweeney.
Gun. Second item.
Sweeney's an
Secondary
item,
flashlight.
right?
Second item.
Second thing,
Pepper
flashlight.
spray. No,
Yeah.
so on as my character, the flashlight is always there. That doesn't count as an item. It's a part of me. I always have a flashlight. Right? I'm not going anywhere
always
without my
gotta-
flashlight.
I mean,
I have like
I
three
have it
flashlights
with
with me
me
right now.
Every day. Every
Got a
day.
channel
I could be
locks in
wearing
my
a
back
suit.
pocket
Bobby's seen
all the
it.
time.
I'll be in a suit and I got my flashlight.
Yeah, Brian and I had
Always.
had just met. We were at our second event at Universal, and we both
Right.
get to the security at Universal, and we both get hit by the metal detector. We both pull out a
For
flashlight,
flashlights.
and we both have to walk a mile back to the vehicle to put our like $100
To put a
flashlights back
flashlight
in the
back.
car, and then walk the mile back that we had already walked. We walked
Do
a lot.
security again.
We walked a lot that day. And then
We
once you
we
got in the
walked a
park,
lot.
we had to walk to the
Yeah.
whole other side of the park. Whew. My legs are hurting thinking about that day. You guys talk about it, make me think of Shutter Island, the movie. I think that Shutter Island, the movie, was based on this island, honestly. Google it. Someone Google
I
it.
think so too.
Florencio, Google it.
You're right.
I think it was based on it. Florencio's Googling it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yo, that's awesome.
What's
you got a
your
guy
go-
like Rogan now. Get Florencio. Hey, Google that for me.
Google
Check
that.
for me.
Google it,
Florencio.
And the other creepy thing was that, and I don't know if I've ever talked about this, except I did one post, was, you guys remember I found the morgue? And it was just like the walls were caving in, the ceiling had all fallen on the ground. We were standing on like inches of debris, probably plaster and asbestos and, debris. I took videos. It was
Right.
a week later, I got to take little Bobby to the island, and I'm like, dude, you got to come see the morgue. You got to come see it. It's creepy. Like it just left there, like the bed and everything. And we go in there, and it's not only swept out to where the original terrazzo floor is showing, like it's shined, bro. All the plaster, someone shoveled and cleaned out the asbestos on this island in the matter of a week. And so there's only a couple people that go out there: the harbor master, myself, and I'm like, dude, which one of you crazy assholes went in there and cleaned out all the asbestos? He's like, what are you talking about, dude? Nobody goes in there. What were you doing in there? And I'm like, dude, someone cleaned it. And so we all go down there. No one believes me. It's cleaned, spick and span. It was a mystery to me. So for like weeks and weeks and months, and up until recently, I would go on TikTok and I would search for morgue. I would hashtag morgue, hashtag abandoned island, and I found the guy. I found the guy on TikTok. Took a video of himself cleaning the morgue. You believe that shit?
He just went and cleaned the morgue. Just had
Kayaked out there and cleaned it and took videos in there.
All right.
Like the power of
Everybody's gotta have
the power of social media. But it was just a matter of like he did that in between when I was there and then I was there again. Like the thing's clean. I'm like, oh, the spirits cleaned it. What island?
No, some guy.
It's Long Island in Boston Harbor, not New York. Boston Harbor, Long Island. Just put what was Shutter Island movie based off of. All right, so Florencio's got a little work before he's up to Jamie speed, but he's getting there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's only been 2 years.
No, there is no real Shutter Island, but the 2010 film Shutter Island was filmed on Pedix Island in Massachusetts. Expedition Shutter Island is a fictional island in the movie. Yeah, and Pedix Island is right there, but the film was shot on Pedix Island in Massachusetts. The island is located in the Boston Harbor Islands National Recreation Area between Hull and Quincy. It's the island right next to Long Island, baby. Pretty crazy. All right, Florencio's doing good. I like that. That's pretty good, Florencio. Round of applause. Round of applause.
Good. Hey, let's give away a fire tech course. Tommy, did you get a question together?
Oh man, I had homework. I got one for you because I dealt with it today.
Awesome.
All right, everybody, get your ready.
All right, guys,
Fetch your
get
fast
ready.
fingers ready. There's 5 people
So
in
this is
here.
going to be more for
6
your
people.
combination text, but I think your sprinkler guys will know it too. If you have a sprinkler in an elevator shaft, how far from that sprinkler does there need to be a heat detector?
Holy shit, Tommy, you stumped me.
Well, that's good.
While they think about this is a good topic we bring up. Is that so? In Massachusetts, where I was taught and learned everything, we don't put on a moving electrical room that we could have human beings inside that goes up and down with high voltage. In Massachusetts, we don't put water on top of them because it's just not. It's common sense. It's a silly thing to do. If they're trapped in the elevator, if it's electrical, you're gonna rain on them. So now that I'm in the South in these different states, we put sprinklers in the elevator shaft, and it's like so, just like out of my box. I'm like, what? With a butterfly and a flow switch and in the elevator shaft? So it's weird. Like it's crazy that I never did that, and now we do it a lot actually. It's been a while since I've caught one of these. Well, Gene Narcy, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. All right, we got Florencio. First comment, 2 feet. We got Big Country.
Damn, Florencio. Good job, buddy.
Is it? Did he win it again?
He can't.
24 inches.
Yep. He can't win it. He can't win it.
No,
he has to do the other 2 or 3.
Big Country is 12, and Big Country is 3 feet. All right, so now we need another question because we gave away the answer, and Florencio can't win. Hit us again, kid. Are there other states that don't? What? I'd love to know which states require the elevator head and which states don't. How do we get that?
For us, it goes by county, by AHJ, so it could change from one town to the next. I love about New York State being home rule state.
I don't like that.
Yeah, oh, it's awful because you could never possibly know what each township goes by.
I want like a generic type thing. Fair. Florencio said fair. so Joe Saffer said 2 foot. And let's do another question. What do you got?
All right, I'll ease up this time. How many years do you have to test a quick response head? And that's factory test.
Damn, girl.
Up to current code?
Oh, yeah. Damn it. I didn't even think of that. Yes. We're going by the most current code. 25.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it changed last year.
I like that rule that you can
this year.
That you got if you win a fire tech course, you can't win another one until you finish the first one.
Yeah. You do your course, you can win another one.
Yeah.
Totally on board with that.
I like that. I like that.
I had a thought the other day, maybe you guys can chime in on this. How long do you think it takes a brand new person to learn a code? And I'm not saying like where you get cited word for word, but be able to operate and use it. So we'll use NFPA 25, for example. I feel like it's a good 5 years until you can work and pull from your knowledge of that code.
It really is. It really is. And that's why most states have a 8 to 10,000 hour standard to get licensed, right? So you have all those experiences.
Book, I think 6 months you'll be, you can handle the book.
Yeah, you'd be a bookworm, but like I think that to be successful in the field.
Inspections, I could quote, codes. They would ask me a question, I could just quote it because I was in the book.
That is nice to do, to just know it, because then there's like really no arguing.
I feel like we almost drive some of these new people away because we're like, this kid's been here a year, he's an idiot, he doesn't know the code yet, and it's like tough for me to do. I've got 20 years of doing this. So
yes,
yeah, of course I know it.
All right, so we're back to we got Daryl first answer 20.
Daryl.
Gene Narcy 20. Joe Saffer 20.
Awesome. Daryl won a fire tech course.
Hell yeah, Daryl.
Who says his internet is too slow to win the fire tech.
Daryl, you got fast internet, kid? Did you upgrade? Huh? Daryl's out there just tweaking the antennas. Faster. He's like tweaking the antennas on the roof, aiming them at Maple Syrup Mountain.
Probably just a big fan of the guest tonight, so he's tuned in.
Let's go,
probably
Daryl. Happy you won it, Daryl.
The Tommy.
I'm not Marvette. I'm not gonna claim to be Marvette. I don't want her to yell at me like she does Bobby.
Yeah, I don't normally get yelled at.
Yeah.
She did call me not too long ago. A couple weeks ago, she called me. It was cool. She just had an ARCO question, but it was cool to
Let's
go. See her name.
Oh, so you answer for her, but you don't answer for me, huh?
That's good. Well,
I like that.
It was an ARCO question,
How'd you know though? It's like Bobby. I could have an ARCO question.
After hours.
I could have an ARCO question.
Bobby's after hours.
You know that if I have an Arco question, I'm going to Arco Daryl. What?
Arco Daryl.
What'd you say, Tommy?
Anything new coming down the pipe from Arco?
Yeah, the
What? Say that again?
the R
Anything new coming down?
Oh yeah,
the
yeah, a
RG
lot.
I don't know. What the fuck's the groover that I just bought? Knifeco just bought?
Did you get the big one?
Yeah, it looks like a puppy dog. A groove like fucking 75-inch or whatever.
Yeah, everything. So we came out with a lot of groovers. We have some shop groovers. We changed the name, and I'm not like super quick on the new groover names. I was super quick on the old groover names, but the groovers are awesome. I could say this. I don't care who's watching the show. I think the Arco groover is the best. It comes in like a Pelican style case. You have a ratchet that extends. You have the extension bar so you can groove pipe with the carriage still on the machine. And then you can do 1 to 12. If you do, I'm not going to say names, but if you don't do 1 to 12 on any other, like competitor, for one, it probably wouldn't be 1. It'll be 2.5 to 6. And then you have to buy another roll set for like $600 to do, up to 12.
I bought the we bought the
$1,000.
big groover kit. I'm talking about the
Yeah, you
big
got the big boy. So
heavy
you
duty.
could put you could put any really schedule on it. 10, 40, it could be 12-inch.
Oh yeah.
Handles it. It's awesome. Both of them in there, and then the big boy, $1,000. Like, what are we talking about?
No. I got like the big boy. You don't even know what I'm talking about. I got like the big
You got
with
the shop one.
fucking legs. It only grooves. You're not putting that baby in the air. You can't even lift it up off the floor. It looks like a fucking Great Dane standing there. You know? It's called like the RGB 123 or something like that. Yeah, the RG.
You have the hydraulic
that you pop over the end of the pipe yet? I think it's snap groove or something like that.
What is it?
Oh no, snap drill.
Groove. I think it only grooves up to like 2-inch pipe.
Yeah, I was talking to Eagle. We've been talking to Eagle and Martin about it, and hopefully we get to see them at one of the next shows and make a good video where you could hear Eagle talking. I've seen some videos of it online, but you can't hear a description of what's happening. Yeah. You could just see it. I've spoke to them about it. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you're gonna be just grooving a lot with it. It's like a service tech thing. I don't know. Yeah. It's got to be for the right guy.
But speaking of convention, we tried to do some videos at the bar at AFSA. It was too loud. Our mics just didn't do well once we got off the road. I'm not even gonna go into that. I was right about that, but
he's never right.
Just continuing on the conversation, we did upgrade. We upgraded all of our mics.
And mine are better.
We got to upgrade it. We have a video camera now.
Tell them how mine are better.
Oh, he did get the new ones, but I bought mine with my own money, like before that even existed. That little charging case. Now I have it in a Ziploc bag in the camera bag. We did get a
turn it out. You pull it out and it turns on. Bam! Ready to record.
Boom.
Put that baby back in
upgraded equipment. We're working on a.
That's it.
On a website. I know I've been saying that. Super excited about that. We're not rolling the money because obviously this is sponsored by Dope and Tape. So
I tried to throw this idea to Bobby, but Bobby ignored me. So I'm gonna throw this idea to you, Brian. The next convention, you guys got to get tied in with a tattoo artist and do some kind of contest where somebody gets Dope and Tape logo tattooed on them.
It was over the top for me. Why you see why I ignored it? Yeah, the RGEH 1240. Florencio's doing good.
Yep, it goes from 2 to 16-inch.
Yeah.
RGEH 1240. Now you know why I don't know about Heart.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Well, I think it was called like the Groove Master.
So we also there's some tools that we haven't released yet. We are doing some update redesign on the threading machine. So we've had that same freaking Ralph threading machine for years. We're gonna change some things. Me and the team, we're looking at it and we think that we could have changed a couple of like tweaks, to make it a little better. So that is in the works.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. This year there's gonna be another Monica, and this one's gonna be Bluetooth.
Oh,
More powerful. Yeah.
how much?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, don't kill us. Don't kill us, kid.
I don't know yet. I haven't even seen the
I remember.
prototype.
I mean, man, I think it used to be only like $1,200 for a good Monica.
Enough with the secrets. We got to move on.
Yeah, enough with the secrets. Oh shit!
Arco wrenches standing up to the Chandler test.
Yeah, I don't think Chandler's broken them
That's
yet.
the big one. That's the big one. I don't
know if he's broken them yet.
Still
Has
using
he?
the wrenches?
I don't know.
He hasn't told me anything.
Is he here? He should be here.
Yeah. Oh. If Chandler doesn't break it, it's solid. It breaks everything.
Legit. It's my boy. He's all right. I told him. I said, you're going to be good at this someday. It's not today, kid. Eric's here. What's up, y'all? It's been a minute, but I couldn't miss my boy Tommy on here tonight. A remote control car with cameras on it to do an internal. All right, Daryl. Way too much maple syrup, dude. Can't you just use a camera?
So right there's your first volunteer for the dope and tape tattoo is Eric or Daryl. Which one?
Who wants to do it? What do we got to give him? What's the prize?
It's sponsored by Arco. You get free dope and tape tattoo.
Free dope and tape.
Yeah, and a sticker. We'll give you a sticker. If they get the dope and tape sticker, like tattoo, I might pay for that.
I love how he says sponsored by Arco. That's my favorite part. Oh, that's good. I don't know. Would someone do that? Would you, Florencio? Would you get a dope and tape tattoo? Chandler says the Arco wrench is solid. Wow. What's up, Chandler? Solid. Oh, Chandler's up there. Aluminum, plastic, or stainless steel. What? I didn't see that one, Chandler. He says it's solid, dude. That means something.
It does, especially coming from him.
Throwing an RGEH 1240 and I'm in.
Yeah, Brian will do it.
Yeah. I'll get you. Send it by FedEx, no problem.
FedEx.
Whatever. I hand out free stuff all the time.
Things like 350 pounds, dude. Oh shit, that's good. Oh, thing's awesome though. It looks sleek. And the cords have quick disconnects on them for the RGEH 1240. What'd you say, Tommy, about Chad?
No, me and you will have Brian fired with all the shit we give away for him.
Oh yeah. Nah, it's good advertisement.
I mean, I still, if you give me some good content of y'all using the like an Arco tool, I'm gonna send you $100.
Can I go back and send you old videos? I have like hundreds of old videos.
Yeah.
I'm like the Arco guy. Scroll up a little bit. You gotta like scroll up 150 posts, and it's boom. It's Arco for
Send it, dog.
All right, I want it.
Jeff will be free for a little while.
That's my dog right there. He's pissed because my driveway's a little iffy, so they keep calling me. Like, is it all right if we leave it in the mailbox? I'm like, that's why I got a big mailbox. It's like it's literally a glacier. It's a glacier at my house. You like can't even get it back down to the rocks. So you're almost better off to like let the snow go on the ice. You get a little bit of traction.
That's yesterday. I broke up 8 inches of ice with a pick. I was out there picking it, shoveling it off.
Thick, man. That's crazy.
That sounds like that sucks.
Oh, it's awful.
You should move. You should move north, Brian.
Yeah, that sounds. I want a taste of that. I want to do that early in the morning at 20 degrees. Just pick ice. That sounds like something I want to do.
Yo, Narcy, G Narcy. It's superior. G Narcy, I'm gonna write that down.
That's why the people up north don't talk to me when I'm asking them questions in the line. You know.
Stop talking to people. Stop talking to random people in friggin' New England, dude.
No one's happy, you know? No one's happy. Down in the South,
they're happy. They're happy. They don't like you. They don't want to talk to you. Don't talk to them. They're like, if somebody talks to me, I'm going to give them a dirty look. That's what they're thinking. Don't talk to them. Just don't say hi. Just refrain. You give them one of these. If you know somebody, if you're passing someone you know you've seen before, you can give them a... But if it's someone you don't know, it's a... You just keep walking. That's it. Head nod. Boom. That's the high. That's all you need in New England. You pick. It's up or down. You know? If he's like wearing a suit and he's all dressed up, you give him like the up. No. That's like
if you get to New York City, I wouldn't even do the nod.
The land of assholes, I guess. You know, I don't
know. Yeah, don't do the nod. Why, are you going to get shot in New York?
Right.
What you nodding at?
What's he nodding at before?
All right, so G. Narcy says, you know who would be a dope guest is Ricky and the Boss. And so I'm going to write that down. You're going to have to elaborate. I'm not sure who Ricky or the boss is, but I'm writing it down. Ricky,
I don't know who that is.
And the Boss. G. Narcy, you got me on Instagram? Hope so. DM me. I want to see Ricky's account and the Boss, and I'll take it from there. Appreciate you. Camille, how are you doing? How are you guys doing? How are you doing? We're doing great. Brian looks like he would work at Barstool. I see that. That's definitely could be a thing.
What's Barstool? Oh, the Instagram
Are you serious? Thing? The Instagram thing?
Yeah, I'm with you. It's the Instagram thing, isn't it?
It's a Boston thing.
Barstool?
Yeah, it's.
I thought it was like the Barstool Instagram, like they have a pizza guy, Barstool Pizza, and then they have Barstool Sports.
All right, and that's it. We'll see you guys next Thursday. Everybody have a great night. You don't know about Dave Portnoy and Barstool, Bubs?
No. Where do I even hear about that?
Miss Peaches, his dog?
Dude, under a rock?
Peaches, the dog.
One bite, everybody knows the rules? Dude.
One bite, yeah.
You Southerners are something else, I'll tell you. People from the Northeast are just built different. Hell yeah, Eric, tell them. Let me get on this show. Florencio, you know how many times I've asked you to appear as a guest on this show?
Yeah, bro, come on.
Let's go. I'll end it with Tommy right now. We'll start another. We'll do another hour right now. Okay. Well, want me to kick Tommy off? We'll just start fresh. Flo.
Yeah, I think every comment section I've always said, when's Florencio coming out?
Yeah. Long-time listener, first-time guest, kid. Let's go next Thursday.
Awesome.
Let's do next Thursday, Flo. You good?
Shit if he's talking to you.
Oh, he better still be able to Google shit. You better be set up to still Google shit. Brian, who do you?
Okay?
Brian, who do you want to see fight Gaethje now that Hooker pulled out? That's a Chad question.
Yeah, I'm not up to speed. I didn't even know that he pulled out.
Nashville. Why would Chandler say Nashville? What's Nashville, Chandler? 1 year in the industry and fire protection is what I love. Fuck yeah, Camille. I'll love to hear it. Camille, Francisco, Martinez, Arca. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry. But that's awesome. You guys are an inspiration to guys like me starting off in the industry, wanting to be a fitter, but I'm just a sponge right now, learning fire alarm and whatever I can as far as fire protection goes. Dude, I'd love to hear it. Thank you so much for letting us know that. Keep on keeping it on.
Dude, you can go anywhere you want in this industry.
Literally.
About that today. There's so many different positions.
If you ever need anything, you hit me up in the DMs.
And the cool thing is that you can try something, fail, or not like it, and go back to what you were doing, or try something else. There's so many, positions you can go over here, and you're never going to get hurt.
I said it right. Yes.
You can't really do that in any other industry.
He says being a fitter.
I don't care what company it is. Every company has to have the office MVP too. You got to have that girl in the office that's on it, knows the customers, knows who's going to go do what.
It all works.
I don't care what they do with AI; they'll never be able to replace her. Every office has the office MVP.
Dang, you want to give
Lauren? Shout out, Lauren.
I was about to say, you trying to give a shout out, dog? But being a fitter is the goal, and y'all don't know how much you guys help with this podcast, dude. I appreciate it. That's why we made it. That's it. We did it. 100%, Brian. 100%, Brian. Hell yeah, Camille. Keep moving forward. That's it. That is awesome. That's what we're here for. I want to hear that every show from a different person. Let's push this fire protection movement. Let's start getting younger people in here, or just new people. Let's get new people into the industry. We need them. There's a lot of work coming up.
Eric in the comments, 3 years in, he's doing sprinkler inspections, fire alarm inspections. All of our inspectors are on call too, so he's learning service, getting these on calls.
Let's go, Eric.
I think fire protection industry is only as restrictive as you make it, because you could go anywhere and do anything.
I agree.
Dope and tape always. Eric, Tommy said you're going to be good at this someday, just not today. Just keep on keeping on, dude.
That is true.
That is true. 24 years old, dude. I love to hear it. That is awesome. Our office lady's name is Lauren too, but also it's me now. Almost full-time office, and I run the day-to-day. Let's go, Narcy. No more filler jobs. This is the career. That's it. Onward and upward. It's just growth. Just keep growing. Like I said, if you need anything, anybody need anything, hit me up on Instagram. I respond to every comment, even though there's hundred thousands of you now. I'll still hit every comment.
It might be
a couple
of days
every
till I
DM.
get back to you, but I will answer.
Yeah, I'll answer by the end of the day.
A couple of days, but
I'm not going to bed till I clear those DMs. Mark my words. Hit me up if you need me. Everybody, Tommy, thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Tommy. Appreciate it.
All right, so we're going to go live next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. Same place with Florencio.
Florencio.
I like that. Next Thursday, right? Should I wear
a suit and a tie for Florencio? I mean, that's something.
Oh, that might be something. I'm gonna be in New Mexico with Chad. Maybe I'll have Chad with me. Maybe Chad will sit with me.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Huh?
Let's run it.
All right, let's run it.
Yeah, let's run it.
Chad's in.
Awesome.
He might not know yet, but he'll say yes. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys.
Thank y'all so much. Like and subscribe.
Yes, like and subscribe. Dope and Tape out.
How many likes do we have before we go?
That's a good question. I should have that ready, but I don't. Let me click for a minute. Here we go. We're going. We're almost here. The stream's taking up all the Wi-Fi. All right, boom. We are at 4. They really love us. Come on, boys.
What the hell, Eric? You had one job, dude.
We got 8 people in here. We got 8 people in here, and there's only 4 likes. Can you believe that? We just must not be doing it. We just must not be doing it right. You can't get a friggin' like to save our lives. Like and subscribe, please. Appreciate you guys. Dope and Tape out.